Hello and blessings, beautiful souls. Sarava and I share to you. It is so nice to be looking into your beautiful smiling face. How are you today? What's going on in your neck of the woods? Today is Tuesday here in my neck of the woods in southern Tasmania. The crows are calling. The sound that you hear in the background is our generator charging up our solar batteries because yesterday, as you no doubt heard, we ran out of power because we ran the washing machine for a little bit too long and it was an overcast day. So off-grid challenges indeed.
Who am I to say we tried our best? Who am I to say we kept ignoring all our promises? Who am I to say there's nothing left? Who am I to look down? Who am I to say you won the war?
So friends, I'm a little bit sad to hear of the passing of Mr. Raven Grimacy. If you've never heard his name before, then I would like to introduce his absolutely beautiful magnitude in the entire community of witchcraft. So Raven Grimacy was an author who contributed a ton, and I have had his books on my shelf since I was in my late teens and early 20s, and I have always looked to him and saw just an incredible amount of sharing and wisdom. And so it saddens me a little bit, or more than a little bit, to hear of his passing. He leaves behind a beautiful legacy of books, and I'm about to jump on to my book club, my Patreon book club, and have a little bit of a talk about the legacy of his writing and his contributions to the witchcraft and pagan communities. Okay, so I'm here with my beautiful book club. As you can see, I have the book club screen open. I have the Wikipedia profile of Raven Grimacy, and I have the order, the gigantic book order of Raven Grimacy books that I just placed at Book Depository, because that was sort of my way of attempting to hold on to pieces of him and to keep him relevant. Book club, I will most definitely be passing on these books to my children. I will be reading these books to my children when they're older and it's appropriate for me to do so, because I do believe in the value of literature as a whole, and I think it is absolutely vital for us to not only immerse ourselves in good quality literature, but to remember those who have contributed a great amount to the body of literature for witchcraft, Wicca, neo-paganism as a whole. It is cold. It's actually properly cold in here, and I think I'm gonna have to start the fire. I'm getting better and better at lighting fires. I used to know nothing about lighting fires, and now I'm like, woohoo, fire time!
But I'm worth it, cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight.
Hopefully it won't take too long to warm the place up. So I've got some readings to do, and I'm going to get stuck into those in a minute. And then I might even unbox something, simply because, well, I need to, as previously mentioned. I have to come down and grab something from my cottage.
So keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around.
So I have just reached for the beautiful Maiden Oracle and pulled the Empress card, and I'm feeling quite comforted by the appearance of this card, because the Empress to me represents mother in a macro sense and in a micro sense as well. And when I'm feeling quite sentimental, then I'm naturally drawn towards, my mother, my grandmother, just my family, my ancestry, because it holds so much power to me as a practitioner of the craft, as a person, as a mother myself, and it sort of shines a light on all the right things. But I'm very interested to see what the poem for the Empress is, if there is one, in the Maiden Oracle. So I'm going to go through the little guidebook here and see what they have to say. So as you can see here, a never-ending bounty, she renews the sweetest breeze, from peonies to pomegranate trees. Maiden's Empress fills a heavy basket that can bring us to our knees. Perennial gifts of nature fill our hearts more than any single harvest. An issue might feel pressing, yet it's patience that is testing. It's just lovely, isn't it? It's just lovely. I love the way that the Empress sort of reaches into the core of my being and extracts the most sentimental, the most sensual, the most powerful of messages. When I see the Empress, I'm reminded to embrace my womanhood and the fertile aspects of what makes me a human being. And this is my power to create, my power to speak up, my power to action, my power to give birth on a grand sense. And I think when we connect with the messages of Empress, we can find ourselves in a really potent, fertile and creative state of mind, a powerful state where our ability to create is very comfortable and innate to who we are, because she is of earth and she creates from her very roots. So too does she remind us to do the very same. I love the Empress card. I just love it. I'm very happy to see it today. Very happy indeed. Have I yet said how much I'm enjoying working with this rough piece of howlite that came in the February? Was it the February Witch's Moon? I am in love. I'm genuinely in love. And I thought that I would profile this stone a little bit for you today and see if it's something that perhaps you could benefit from utilizing, or just to inform you of its grander attributes. I will now read from one of my favorite crystal resources, Love is in the Earth, a kaleidoscope of crystals, updated by Melody. Howlite crystallizes in the form of white nodules, compact masses, and tabular crystals. This mineral can be used to calm communication, to facilitate awareness, and to encourage emotional expression. It tends to combine the power of reasoning with observation and patience, providing for discernment, retentive memory, and a laudable desire for knowledge, bringing progress marked with triumph. It spurs one towards the ambition to reach one's goals and assists in eliminating hesitation with respect to action. It dispels criticalness, cold selfishness, and facetiousness, bringing both strength and innocence to immediate confrontations. It builds an innate decency within one's character, encouraging those attributes which are the building blocks to spirituality. Howlite can be used to eliminate pain, stress, and rage, hence it is quite nice to have around. It can help to lessen rudeness and boisterousness, and can provide for a reflection of the offender to the offender. It discourages impertinent behaviour and encourages subtlety and tact. This mineral can be useful for balancing calcium levels in the body, both stimulating increase and decrease dependent upon the area. It can also be used in the treatment of disorders of the teeth, bone structure, and soft tissue. This mineral vibrates to the number 2 and resonates to the astrological sign of Gemini. So what do you think of howlite? What is your personal opinion? I have always loved this stone. I used to have a white love heart shaped polished white howlite on my altar many years ago, and I called it the sage stone. And I still call it the sage stone simply because of the way that it entices this authentic expression out of me. Something that makes me want to express the way that I'm feeling. And one that makes me feel emotionally confident in expressing myself, despite the fact that I might feel that there is a certain backlash that may occur. And so for a person who has had an on-again, off-again battle with anxiety, I have really loved this stone. I've also worked very closely with lepidolite and tourmaline for the same reason, but this stone here, it's gentle in a way that is quite difficult to articulate. And while I don't believe that it is the be-all and end-all of how I behave, I still think that it has the most positive effect on me and the way I shape my perceptions around how it is that I'm feeling. And so that's white howlite for you. Hope you've enjoyed this little stone profile. So there you have it, beautiful soul. That was today's vlog. I sincerely hope that you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. I am just sending you so much love, luck, peace, and joy. Welcome to those who are new to my channel. I sincerely hope that you are enjoying this content that I am creating on a daily basis. And if you are contemplating joining in, then please do hit subscribe and that little notification bell, as it supports me and our community to grow beautifully and organically. With all of that said and done, wishing you so much love, luck, peace, and joy. Take care, beautiful souls, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Mwah!